That's a wrap. Hello and welcome to Soul Standing. My name is Beth and I am not a hugger. This is probably one of my favorite shirts. My sister gave it to me for Christmas. The tiny child picked this out for me to wear with a skirt that has mushrooms all over it for church today, and everybody got a big kick out of it. But that is not why I'm here today. I'm here today to do a quick March wrap up as I was going through like all the things I needed to do today because I'm leaving tomorrow to be gone all week. I remembered I haven't done my March wrap up because I am a terrible March Mystery Madness host. But I wanted to come on here and rectify that really quickly. So I'm just going to go through the titles and authors and my star rating super quickly for you guys because I've spoken about most of these fairly at length throughout the month. So I read with Elena, we read The Poisoned Pie Mystery by Nikki Thornton. This is the Howling Hag series that Nikki Thornton wrote Howling Hag in, that follows Nightshade, who is a cat who's able to speak. And it is in a universe where witches and magic exist. They kind of hide in plain sight. I suggest all of Nikki Thornton's books, the Seth Seppi Mysteries and the Howling Hag series. We really enjoyed them all. I gave that one 3.5 out of 5 stars. Next, I read Scare Me by K.R. Alexander. Gave this one 3.5 out of 5 stars as well. It follows a group of middle schoolers who are creating a level of a haunted house, and actual haunting starts happening, and they have to figure out why. I also read Othello by William Shakespeare. I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. It is one of my favorite Shakespeare's. I'm including it in the March Mystery wrap up because there is some mystery involved in Othello. I also read Crime and Poetry by Amanda Flower. Gave this one 3 out of 5. This one you follow, I want to say Violet. Yes, Violet Waverly. She that's the first book, and she runs home to a village that she has not been in 12 years. And when you find out really early on that her best friend passed away when they were seniors in high school, there was some suspicion on Violet, and some things happened, and she ended up moving away for college and just never coming back to visit. But her grandmother needed her help in the bookstore. She comes back, and turns out the bookshop is a little different than what you would think. Also read Pros and Cons by Amanda Flower. That is the next book in the series, rated that 4 out of 5. Followed by Hymns and Homicide by Elizabeth Penny. Gave that 4.5 out of 5. This is the first in the Apron Shop mystery series. I buddy read it with Fiona at Reads and Eats. We have buddy read all of Elizabeth Penny's Cambridge Bookshop series, and I do believe we're going to continue on with the Aprons, as well as we'll be reading the Amish. I'm not sure what the title of that series is, but she has an Amish series that we will be buddy reading in for Amish in April. Then I read the Howling Hag mystery again with Elena. That was book number 1. So we read the Poisoned Apple Pie before we read the Howling Hag. You can read them out of order and it's fine. We gave that 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was very, very good. Next, I read the last 3 in the Magical Bookshop series, Murders and Metaphors, which I gave 3 out of 5. Verse and Vengeance, which I gave 4 out of 5, and Crimes and Covers, which got a 5 out of 5. I'm hoping there will be another one soon. Then, based off of a suggestion by Tiffany, Beach Bum Bookworm. Yeah. I read Better Off Wed by Laura Durham, and it had kind of a slow start for me, but I ended up really enjoying it and giving it a 4 out of 5. This follows a woman who is a wedding planner, and beginning of the book, they are at a wedding, and this absolutely horrible mother of the bride ends up getting dead. And then there's a lot of suspicions thrown around and things happened, and it was a good time. Next, I read Crandall's Castle. This was another I read with Elena, and this was by Betty Wren Wright. This was an older one, so it came out, I'm not sure when it was published. It was first published in 2003, but it feels like reading a ghost story from like the 70s or 80s. So there wasn't like a whole bunch of technology and stuff kind of muddling it all up. And it was interesting. We gave it a 3 out of 5, like a soft 3 out of 5, but it was still good. I also read Shakespeare in the Folktale, an anthology of stories by Charlotte Ortiz. The reason I am including this in the mystery wrap-up is because it has several folktales that Shakespeare either based plays off of or have like the same themes and storylines. So obviously, all these folktales would have been an oral tradition, and whether or not he intentionally used the story, he used bits and pieces. And so there's a mystery around whether he meant to base plays off of some of these, and B, some of them have sort of mysterious elements to them. And overall, it was quite an interesting read. So if you are interested in Shakespeare, specifically The Taming of the Shrew, Twelfth Night, she includes those in this book with folktales that she would have, Shakespeare would have been well aware of and had brought into those stories. They're quite interesting. Again, that was Shakespeare in the Folktale, an anthology of stories by Charlotte Ortiz. And then the final book I completed, I actually finished it on my drive to work on April 1st, but it was just like the last 30 minutes of it, was The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. This one follows the librarian of the unwritten works in the library that is kind of hell adjacent. It's in hell area, but it is not hell. And something that happens, and there's a mystery around some of the characters and why the thing that happened, and just overall fabulous. I gave it a 5 out of 5, and I'm really looking forward to book number 2. So those are all of the books that I read for March Mystery Madness. So that's 14 books for March Mystery Madness and a total of 17 books in the month of March, which is crazy amazing. I am super impressed with myself, especially considering that some of those were longer than your typical mystery book. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I'm sorry I didn't have anything to hold up. I didn't finish any physical copies of anything this month. Other than I could hold up, like, I do have a copy of Othello. That's all I've got. I can hold him up. But I had a fantastic time. I am always just super humbled and excited to be able to be a co-host. Not that I do a whole bunch, but you know, they allow me to say that I am and talk to you guys about it, which makes me so happy. So I hope that you participated in March Mystery Madness. If you did, I would love to know what you read. If you didn't, but you would like to know more about it, or if you read anything that I read and would like to chat with me about it, the comment section is always open, and I am always excited to chat with you there. Cannot wait to talk to you again soon. But until then, have a great day. Stay safe out there. Bye.